That one's gone through the middle. Cheating. Starting it. That is Father Tan Chiang finishing it. It's 8-7. The Chinese in the lead. So what about that? Speak of deception. The return of serve for Muhammad Hassan. It's a flick. All the Chinese players stood rooted to the crowd. Certainly, it's a brought confidence to the Indonesian camp. Shaky. An exchange for the Chinese. The Indonesians go ahead. It's 10-8. Hassan on serve. Oh, found it. Just a little bit difficult to control. And Hassan with the shuttle trickling on top of the tape. No mercy. Kumanga Pertama. The Indonesians head into the mid-game interval of the first game. 11-9 lead. Well, in the absence of some of the big names from China, mentioned earlier, Lin Dan and Chen Long, those of their top men's doubles pairs. For these youngsters to show that they can produce the goods on their own as well. What a defense from the Indonesians. And shuttle looked destined for the net on the Indonesian side, but it just couldn't due to the capable defense. The Indonesians put up, it is 12-9. And then 13-9. Let that one sail long. Chinese just looking rattled the last few shots. But Hassan. It's Tan's turn to commit the error in front. Unlucky, Indonesians. It's mistiming that last shot. Pratama. That one ripped through the defense of her cheating. But there's too much firepower at the moment. The SEA Games champions. Pertama. At the end, after all the heavy pounding exchanges, there's this soft, gentle touch that cracks the Indonesian's defense. Two straight points for China. Well, another one of those shots crapped over the net. Nothing Muhammad Hassan could do. So we got Feather on top. We got Pertama. Through the defense, right in between both Chinese players. Both these Chinese players leaving it for the other. I have a feeling that the battle was short. Serve. Yes, wide. So this was the exact position that Christie was in the previous men's singles when managed to come from behind 14-18 to clinch it 21-18. Got a touch of the frame from Tan Chiang. That affected the rhythm of defense from Angga Pertama. But a run of 3 straight points comes to an end for He Chi-ting and Tan Chiang. Thanks to the relief of the Indonesian coach. Game point. Indonesians now just needing 1 point to build upon the lead that Jonathan Christie gave them. Gone by a mile at least. Just a bit of over-eagerness getting the better of the Indonesians. all good. 15-20. 3 game points have already been saved by the Chinese. This is crunch time, and they level things up. Pemerasan, Angga pertama. Hasan in front. They miss it. It's the Indonesians that go and claim the first game at the front, courtesy of the error from Virgie Dick. But he had no choice there. Chinese simply had to play the net shot. Had he lifted it, would have been in all sorts of troubles. 17 minutes of play, 21-19 that first game, going to Muhammad Hassan and Angga Pratama. As we look at the highlights of that first game, once again, the Indonesian duo were in firm control from the start, and except for the brief comeback from the Chinese, there wasn't really much that the Chinese could do, either on the offense or in the net, that could really trouble the Indonesians. A combination of Muhammad Hassan and Angga Pratama was solid in defense. Yeah, okay. Harry Iman, the nation coach, responsible for producing world champions of Indonesia. He's a legend in his own right. About to get underway. Early point for the Chinese. He's blasted that one down. GT. Made contact on the racket of the Chinese. It was a bad idea to lift with so much space for the Indonesians to launch an attack from. It's 1-2. And again, twice in a row, Indonesia's given space to maneuver to play down a winning smash. Three points in a row for Angga Pratama and Muhammad Hassan. change in the pace, the drop shot followed by the back smash that causes so much confusion on the Chinese side. Did well to get a racket to it, Tama. It was near impossible task to control it back. It's been lethal on the return of serve. Robert Hassan. It's a very different style in which Robert Hassan returns the serve from his Chinese opponents today. He seemed to be dashing forward in the net and then have to get some speed on it. Robert Hassan, on the other hand, just has to wait for the shuttle, look at his opponent, and then decide where to place it. Sometimes that delay causes so much problems. Leaves the Chinese guessing. Terrific smashes from the former world champion. Now it's Anga Pratama's turn to contribute points from the smash. There's a poor return of serve. Some questions as to whether they should leave it. Show his entire weight behind that smash. Can't jump. The receiver fault called on the Indonesians. And he says that Muhammad Hassan is complaining that his opponent delayed the serve. The player is not allowed to move, or receiver is not allowed to move before the opponent has served. The fault will be carried on. It is 6-7. Now 7-all. Just thrown a spanner in the wheels of the Indonesians. Still got it back. Did well, Herchite. Soaked up the pressure and delivered as good as he got. Not sure what that is about. Chang on serve as the Chinese lead. This time the return of serve from Hassan. Not going to plan. As quickly as that, the Chinese from behind have got themselves a 3-point lead. Pull one back. Muhammad Hassan. Challenging his opponent. Eventually, cheating attack from the front and his body. This was a good opportunity for Muhammad Hassan to change the direction, move his opponent to the other side of the court, choosing to go straight down. Perhaps what resulted in that smash to the face. It's 11-8. The Chinese are ahead in this game in the mid-game interval, the second game. Calling the players to inform them that Hawkeye is back live. There was a technical difficulty a while ago. The umpire had to inform the players that they could not challenge it at that time. The good news, it's back. So jumping sideways, executing a smash like that. Great work from Tan Chiang. Blasted away from the front of Muhammad Hassan. There has been the song. Change defense into attack in a blink of the eye. Just soaking up the pressure. The Indonesians off guard as they were rotating their formation. Well, their intentions are clear. The Chinese duo refusing to lift to the Indonesians. That's called wide. Will the Chinese challenge? No, they're not challenging it. It was pretty close, that last shot. 12-13. Blasted that cross court. Angga Pratama, whose heroics in front enables the Indonesians to draw level. In what was a significant lead for the Chinese pairings in the mid-game interval. The 11-8 has been quickly denied, cancelled out. All tied 13-all in the second game. The Indonesians with an upper hand having won the first game. Now then, moving forward to the lead. 14-13, 4 straight points for Muhammad Hassan and Angga Pratama. there. Ball good. That's a better look at that. Oh, that's great ball. The line judge. There were a few serves by the Indonesians that was short that I suspected. Chinese players felt they should have left and still took it due to the fact that they were dashing in front. And they've left the wrong one. Indonesians have won 6 of the last 7 rallies. They got 7 of the last 8 rallies. They are in the driving seat now. That opportunity missed. And the Indonesian flag is flying high in the Sultan Abdul Halim Indoor Stadium. Hello, Star. Just needing 3 more points. Give Indonesia the second point of the evening. That was powerful shot, surgically put away. Oh, down at a steep angle. And that one dropped short. It's 19-15. Yeah, Chinese should have converted. A foul call. It's wide. Regardless of whether the fault is called, I don't believe my eyes. The Indonesians have survived an onslaught of barrage of attacking shots from the Chinese. Rally length of 30 shots, at least 10 of those shots from firing darts aimed at the Indonesians. How on earth did they survive that? This one should have been dead. They've hung in there. Now earned themselves 5 match points for Indonesia. 2-0 in the overall tie. Defending champions. Muhammad Hassan on serve. Just missed. Well, Angga Pratama on serve. Just missed the first one. The nations were served a scare in the first game. The Chinese cut up from 16-20 down to 19-20. Well, seem to be on the verge of wanting to do something similar. Again, Turkey taking Tanchang. Fans on the edge of their seats. What a time! Well, seem to have dropped shot good in the challenge of the Indonesians. Hawkeye gets to work again. It's got a brief rest. It's it. It's a great call from the line judge. Well, I'm sure the Indonesians were in a good position to see that that was it. Just tend to suspect that call that to perhaps upset the rhythm of the Chinese. We will never know. But it is 18-20. It has worked. 21 18 in that second game. The defending champions and the SEA Games team gold medalists are now 2-0 up against China. Confirmation of the score in 37 minutes. Match won by Muhammad Hassan. Nanga Pratama 21-19. 21-18. Well, a quick look at the just a minute. Yeah, here it is. And you would see that the Chinese did well, but I really felt that second game was a game that they should have clinched. They were in the lead 11-8. The Indonesians looking succumbed to the amount of pressure that was being piled at them. But Muhammad Hassan and Nanga Pratama were able to fend off a lot of dangerous, hopeful, attacking shots from the Chinese. It's a testament to their defensive quality. Very little that the Chinese could do to penetrate the Indonesian defense, and as a rule, not able to win the attack. There's a lot of problems. So they are very likely not able to win at all. That final serve going into the net, following a challenge by the Indonesians. Well, that has been the men's doubles. Up next, we will have the second men's singles. Chow Min against Anthony Ginting. We'll take a short break and be right back after this. double start, where we've had two matches in this final gone by. Indonesia are comfortably in the lead, the defending champions, having won matches both in the first men's singles and the first men's doubles. Up next, the second men's singles. Xiao Bin of China, the 25-year-old, will be taking on Indonesian opponent Anthony Ginting. Here he is, the youngster, who has represented Indonesia in the previous final 2 years ago in Hyderabad. Just wait for all the players and the officials to be introduced. Umpire Muhammad Izzat bin Salman from Malaysia and Sakamoto Ailey from Japan. We'll just see the coin toss. So Xiao Bin will serve while Anthony Ginting picks the other side of the court further away from us. The camera as we look down at it to start. It's a good possibility that Indonesia could close it out 3-0. We have to get past this man, Xiao Bin, the 25-year-old, China, ranked 26 in the world, a height of 180 centimeters. He was the finalist in the China Masters last year, losing out eventually to his teammate, Ken Wei, in that final. This is Anthony Ginting, relatively younger, higher ranked in the world at number 9. This match cannot be understated. It's an important one that China must win. Xiao Bin, he only played once before when Anthony Ginting won it comfortably. 21-14, 21-16 in the last time that they played. But judging by the form of the Indonesians, it will look good to come true in this one. Anthony Ginting did not play against South Korea in the semi-finals yesterday. It was his teammate, his son Maulana, that took part and eventually lost. Looking at the Malaysian team that are awaiting the prize presentation with Cook and Cat in the white, sitting with them. Malaysian coach looks on. Indonesia has had a pool of players to pick from. As for Anthony Ginting, this is his 5th appearance in this competition. So the defeat thus far has come in the tie against India. He was defeated 18-21, 19-21 by Cypher 8. That was on Thursday. As for Xiao Bin, you're looking at here, this too will be his 5th appearance in this competition. And unlike his opponent today, Xiao Bin defeated Cypher 8 in 3 games. In fact, has been unbeaten in this tournament. My right, China, represented by Xiao Bin. We'll be hoping to keep that fine run going. On my left, Indonesia, represented by Anthony Sydney Suka Ginting. China to serve. Love all. Play. Early point for Xiao Bin. Very long rally, and what a win! Backhand side, the reverse slice. Anthony Ginting just changed the direction of the shuttle at the last second. 30 shots in that, the second rally of the match. Certainly put away. 2-1. So I think quite clinical yesterday in the semi-finals. Xiao Bin against Song Ji-won. Was a challenge for him for some time in the first game. But eventually closed it 21-17. But it has brushed past the Malaysian in the second game. Trying to do too much with that shuttle. Ginting. Just surging ahead now. 4-1. Xiao Bin. Xiao Bin's highest full ranking has been 14. That was in May last year. It's gone down the world ranking ladder this year. Well, managed to get that back. 5-1. Just get it back, but made back a winner, Xiao Bin. No wonder he apologizes. Still in the play. Well, put away with Venom. 2-5. With a speed 364 kilometers per hour. It didn't look quite that hard at first glance, this match. You get the feeling that Anthony needs a lot more of these shots. Straight to cause trouble for Xiao Bin. Well, that's better. Second time in a row. 3-5. Second time in a row of playing a cross-court winner like that. The smash. Coolly finished.
6-3.
Gonna let that one go long at the back.
7-3.
Shown very little weakness so far.
Service over.
Easy giveaway.
4-7. Service over.
Missed that.
8-4.
Just looks like it's come under the weather. The Asian Team Championships brought to you by E Plus Global. 2018 is also the qualifying round for the Thomas and Uber Cup. Should be played in May in Bangkok, Thailand.
Service over.
4 automatic qualifications were awarded for the semi-finalists for the men's and women's category. For the men, 4 teams that qualify are China, Indonesia, the finalists, and also Malaysia, South Korea, Thailand qualifying by virtue of being host, and Denmark from the European continent qualifying by virtue of being defending champions in the men's category.
Service over. 9-5.
For those of the teams that didn't quite make it into the semi-finals, teams like India, Japan, they may still go through on the basis of rankings. 3 more slots allocated for countries with the highest number of rankings. The way the ranking is conducted is by comparing the top 3 men's singles players or women's singles players in the women's category, and also the top 2 doubles pairings. Putting that together, they determine the highest ranked country, and they will go through to the Thomas and Uber Cup finals in Bangkok. Meanwhile, Xiao Bin has raced away to a 10-5 lead. Looking like a beaten. 10-5. Xiao Bin on serve. Easily put away.
11-5. Interval.
Xiao Bin heads to the mid-game interval with a 6-point cushion. In the last rally here, weak lift, which was dealt with aptly by the Chinese. always interesting to see
20 seconds.
how the Chinese players don't just listen to their coach, but interact with them, their perspective of things as well. That's been helped by the fact that the Chinese coaching team have pretty young members in them. Xiao Suanzi himself, not too old yet. Xiao Suanzi was playing in the Thomas Cup in 2002 for China.
11-5.
So there is a sense of friendship as well among these Chinese coaches and their players. It's a lot of trust as well. What a pickup from Xiao Bin.
Service over. 6-11.
Well, I think I'm happy to get that one across. Just a second slower and recovering from the backhand. So another look at that. This shot here, just slightly too slow on that, and unable to get to the front. Xiao Bin.
Service fault call. Too high.
Fault called on the serve.
Service
Ginting.
over.
The judge indicating that the shuttle was struck above the waist. The waist in badminton. On the waist again confirms the umpire as a Salman, following the decision of Sakamoto Amy, service judge.
7.
As I was saying, the waist these days defined as the lowest point of the rib. Missed it. Xiao Bin.
Service over.
Ginting's approaching the match with a lot of speed. Xiao Bin is trying to retaliate by
8.
ending the rally with a winner. It's clear this time. Attack down the middle.
Service over. 13-8.
A lot of fire, intensity from the game of Xiao Bin. Ginting just finding him too hot to handle at the moment.
Service over. 9-13.
That didn't come across.
Service over. 14-9.
Xiao Bin certainly the more powerful of the two on court. Missed that again. Anthony Ginting
15-9.
made quite a number of errors. Remember, so I was analysing the game of Song Ju-Wan yesterday. against Xiaobin, pointed out that the problem with Song Ji-won's game is that he didn't have that sting in his smash to be able to find winners through his attacking shots. I have to say that seen the same problem with Anthony Ginting. Although he does have a harder smash than Song Ji-won, he's just not penetrating the Chinese defense. Xiaobin, on the other hand, is finding winners at will. At last, winner speed 352 kilometers per hour. It's going to get him popped down. Thank you. Back on court. Chavin. The player still to the ends around the towel box. Play. Yeah, this is what I meant earlier. Xiaobin able to play these winners at will.
17, 9.
Finding very little resistance in the process. And that smash
18, 9.
changed the direction. Xiaobin from then on went on to finish it off. This smash should have done a lot more. But the defense of Xiaobin. Strolling away leisurely. Chinese. No response from the Indonesian.
19, 9. Service over.
Much better. So much more angle in this last shot from Anthony Ginting. And the Indonesian has just got to try different kinds of attacking options. To go for the body of Xiaobin or to go down the lines with a little bit more angle added to it. Or to mix them all up together. Ten 19.
10, 19.
That's wide.
11, 19.
Did well to sustain the pace. Ginting. One smash, one kill. And it's game point now for Xiaobin. So the opportunity is blasted away.
Thank you. Service over. 20. Game point. 11.
Just seconds shy of the 20-minute mark. And Xiaobin, well, it seems to have closed it. Anthony Ginting challenges.
Challenges. All. Yes.
Looking down at that, I felt it was a right call by judge. Yes. Okay, gives us a better look at that. It's a great challenge by Ginting.
Correction. Out. Service over.
It's 12-20.
12. 20. Play. Yes.
Just delays it.
First game won by China.
It was coming eventually.
21.
It's Xiaobin that is out. First game. And about 20 minutes of play. 21 minutes of play. There we go, confirmation of the time. 21-12, Xiaobin with a victory in that first game. The highlights will indicate, of course, that there's very little that Anthony Ginting could do to trouble the defense of Xiaobin. Xiaobin, on the other hand, had just a lot more intensity in the smash. And I should add, a lot more deliberate in wanting to close these shots down. Just sense that whenever Anthony Ginting attacked, he just lacked the conviction that he could actually penetrate the defense of Xiaobin. Xiaobin, on the other hand, many times played shots that Anthony simply couldn't even react to, never mind get over the net. Chinese players, Chinese coaches advising their player to move the shuttle cross court to get some elevation on the shuttle.
Second game. Love.
Yesterday in their tie against Malaysia's Gu Wishem and Tan Wee Kiong was simply blown away by the Malaysian pairing, the former the current.
ऑफ कर सकते हो जैसे आप इसे सब ऑफ कर दोगे आपका परफॉर्मेंस कुछ ज्यादा ही बेटर होने लगेगा
Quick, the return of serve.
1-all.
Xiaobin is giving very little time to Anthony Ginting on the return of serve. That's the conviction I was talking about at the end of the first game.
Service over. 2-1.
It's probably played in the same hour, but when it's added with the conviction and that drive, it's a lot harder to deal with. Again, quick to the serve, Xiaobin. Just missed it.
3-1.
tactics Xiaobin has been to snatch at the serve. As he retrieves it, places it beyond the reach of Anthony Ginting, hook for a weak return and then put it away. As he did here, and the body. Confidence brimming. Xiaobin. You see, he's being early to all the shots. Let's shock you would run something into the game that troubled Xiaobin. That Anthony Ginting is not quite doing it. It's perhaps to slow the pace down. But his head injected pace into the game and got the point. Anthony Ginting.
4-3.
Then he gets behind the shuttle and surges forward. It's looking a lot more dangerous. But as I was saying, I'm slowing the game down. That's the rhythm of your opponent. Your way out of intense pressure that has come under from Xiaobin. Well executed. Many of these winners going for a score from Anthony Ginting. Xiaobin has an unconscious habit of waiting straight. And Superman's about to smash. That's the effectiveness of the cross-court shot. Is in the lead now, Anthony Ginting, 5-3.
Service over.
That's that.
4-5.
Once again, the shuttle was behind and compromised the accuracy.
Service over.
Very casual attempt to retrieve the shuttle.
4.
But it's great to see there's a lot more urgency in the game of Ginting. That's paying dividends to him. 7-4.
7-4.
That's where he gets the shuttle. The right place. Gets behind the shuttle. Jumps and dashes forward. Then last smash. At a speed of 390 kilometers per hour. This will be the fastest smash of the day in the men's singles at least. Another cross-court winner.
8-4.
Again, Xiaobin waiting straight for that smash. Let's look at the placement of Xiaobin's feet as he braces for the smash. It's 9-4. Chinese looks rattled.
4.
A challenge from Xiao Bin.
Xiao Bin challenges all out.
He has had one previous successful challenge, the Chinese. Will he be successful on this one? The crowd chanting out. No prizes for guests. They are supporting. And it is wide. It's a poor challenge this one.
One challenge remaining.
It's 10-4.
10, 4.
It must certainly be a complete reversal of the outcome of the first game.
Service over.
Brilliant disguise on the drop.
5, 10.
There's a foul call.
Service over. 11,
There's a
5.
foul call on Xiao Bin. The racket touched the net, indicating the umpire is a foul. Xiao Bin doesn't look convinced. Here's a replay. Look at that. Oh well. It was very, very close. And too quick to catch. Xiao Bin has got to not allow it to affect his concentration. There's a closer look at that. We'll slow it down for you. Oh,
20 seconds.
To be fair to Xiao Bin,
Seconds.
I do feel it's the shuttle that touched the net instead. Xiao Bin. But in quick movement like that, when the umpire sees the net moving, it's quite natural for him to fault it. But we took 2 replays to establish that. Even that in slow motion. Super slow motion. It's 11-5 today. It's profited from the last call by the umpire. Is it Salman?
Play.
But it must have been going wide. He's got it back. Up on his feet like a cat. After that dive. Look at this one here. He's stretched across the court and back in the blink of the eye. Anthony Ginting committed himself for that front shot. Was not expecting the return. Grim smile by the Chinese, indicating just how pleased he is with himself. And shots like this that
11.
the capacity of changing the momentum of a match. That's it.
Service over. 12, 6.
A low shot, quickly disposed by Ginting. That's wide.
36.
I did say that defense. defensive shot of Xiaobin has the capacity of changing the match momentum. It's not affected Ginting at all. In fact, it's just continued to surge forward. Xiaobin tipping Ginting to the rear of the court. But it was Anthony Ginting that outsmarted him in the end.
14, 6.
It was a cat and mouse game. See who would drop first. Xiaobin blew himself out in, well, it was the longest of the match with 35 shots in total. Well, he's recovered psychologically, the Indonesian. That first game, much to the despair of the Chinese coaching staff.
Service over. 7, 14.
Well, it's a bad idea for Xiaobin to go straight. Anthony Ginting was waiting for him,
7.
committed to the right side. It's 15-17, Ginting in the driving seat.
Service over.
Steve angle.
8, 15.
Let that one go long.
Service over. 16, 8.
16-8. Ginting is dictating the
Service over.
proceedings of this match.
9, 16.
That's the good opportunity, Xiaobin.
17, 9.
Found the empty space.
18,
Xiaobin was waiting in the wrong place. It's now 19-9.
19, 9.
Indonesia 2 points away from causing a rubber. Take that 1 point.
20,
all good.
Service over. 10, 20.
I believe to get to double figures. Xiaobin. Well, there's at least 3 times now
11,
that
20.
Xiaobin has put a shot repeatedly in the same angle, same place, and found success against Anthony Ginting.
Yes.
I'll try to go for an outrageous trick shot.
Second game won by Indonesia. 21, 11.
Susi Susanti looks on. It's Anthony Ginting that has managed to win this game. Susi Susanti, as we saw earlier, was the technical director for success and development of the Indonesian team, the Persatuan Badminton seluruh Indonesia PBA. The task has been to restore Indonesia back to its glory days. Certainly will be pleased with the performance of Anthony Ginting in that second game and with the Indonesian team as a whole today. Anthony Ginting, as we look at the highlights, has been a very, very different form as he was in the first game. There's a lot more confidence from him, a lot of conviction in the smashes. Confidence has paid tremendous dividends in being able to cross the rubber. The question is whether he can maintain such a momentum, such a speed, and not blow himself out. So look, here's some cheerleading going on here from the Indonesian top supporters here.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Must be quite amusing for the fans in the stands. Very, very colourful team, Indonesia. Wouldn't mind having another look at the Indonesian cheerleader. Oh, thank you, Mr. Producer, for that. Granting my wishes. Well, it really feels as if we're playing in Indonesia right now with the support that they're getting. A focus back to the main court as it is the decider. Anthony Ginting on serve. That's wide.
Service over. 1, love. Service over.
Indonesian team happy with this. It will be over. The tie of Indonesia. Anthony Ginting is able to win this game. Crucial one for the Indonesians. The pressure really is on the Chinese player, Xiaobin. He's the one who we expected to deliver. And it's landed in. A poor lead by Anthony
Service
Ginting.
over. 2, 1.
Managed to get another near impossible shot back.
1.
Xiaobin. China were defeated 3-0 in the women's team final earlier today
Service over.
by Japan.
2, 3.
They would hate for it to happen in the men's category as well. Not win a single game in both the men's and the women's division. Managed to get it back. Gitting. A second time. A third time. Well, this time it's wide. This has been an entertaining match. The reactions of both players. Anthony Gitting passively retrieving the shuttle. And Xiaobin is looking quite animated at the moment. 25-year-old must be thrilled. The absence of Ben Dan and Chen Long, otherwise he would not have had the opportunity to be featured. The court attendant is going to come back to court again, deal with some perspiration on the ground.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Xiaobin is in the lead, but only by 2.
4, 2, 3.
Well, that was going wide. And has missed a golden opportunity to narrow the gap. Jumping looks on 5-2 with the women's team who were defeated this afternoon.
Simulanya jadi
Managed to get one back.
Service over.
Iya.
3, 5.
The most decisive battleground was the tussle at the net. But again, thing has won it in this last point. He still has a bit of catching up to do. Got pulled into coming forward. Getting Xiaobin with a swift movement of the wrist, moved it behind him. Now then extending his lead to 3 points, Xiaobin. Down to mental strength at this stage. It is Xiaobin.
3.
And seems to be having the upper hand. But you can never count Indonesia out. We didn't get this televised for you yesterday, but as I mentioned earlier, in the other semi-finals for Indonesia, they got South Korea, who were behind in that third men's singles match. With Firman Abdul Khalik trailing against Lee Dong Kyun 20-16 in the rubber game. Somehow, Korea, while certain of a place in today's final, just left their guard down, and Firman Abdul Khalik was able to produce 6 straight points, come back from the brink of defeat, and send Indonesia through to the final. This must be disappointing for the young Indonesian. Just been frustrated by the defensive quality of Xiaobin.
Thank you.
Xiaobin. To ensure that there is no liquid on top. Was a problem when he lunges forward. It is 8-3, a 5-point lead at this stage. Pull one back into the Ginting.
Service over. 4-8.
These were the kind of shots that Ginting was playing in the second game. It enabled him to get that 21-11 victory. Trying to go too tight.
9-4.
Sometimes the players just have to remind themselves that it's good enough to get the shuttle just over the net, not having to be too tight. Especially moments like this where every unforced error will cost. There comes the cross-court smash.
Service over. 5-9.
So now just yet, Susi Susanti looks on.
Thank you.
Attention has got to the fans now. Well, the commentary box is just stationed above the Indonesian spectators. And I tell you, there's a lot of drama going on there, which adds to the color of the atmosphere here in the Sultan Abdul Hamid Indoor Stadium at Alostak, Kedah. To the body. It's 10-5.
Service over. 10-5.
So letting out a shout of delight. Xiaobin apologizes for the shot. He's missed it.
6-10.
He needs a good run here, the Indonesian. He's going to miss it. It's wide.
Service over. 11.
Xiaobin points to his
Jen-N.
team that is confident of getting the job done. Just found the cross-court smash would have been a lot more effective than the straight smashes that Ginting was employing. That was what got a lot of the points for Ginting in that second game. Match duration has been 5 minutes shy of the hour mark. Just 5 points that separates these two. 5 points have proved to be quite decisive.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Thank you, Rangers.
question is whether Xiaobin can sustain the energy that he's being delivering here. Just been told off Xiaobin for testing the shuttle.
Play.
Come to the business end of this men's singles match. There's a wild attempt from the front.
Service over.
He's guilty of being over-eager.
11.
Finish. Patience, says Jaswanze. That's a cross-court smash. It's blasted it wide.
Service over. Back to office.
Of course, going to get a mop down again, but this shot only forced Xiaobin to stretch.
Thank you. Players are taught.
Psychologically, when you find that your opponent is able to retrieve the shots that you are placing at the sides of the court, there's a natural tendency to want to move it even further to the side. Sometimes that's what causes people to strike the shuttle wide. It's 12-7. It's all took that one as well.
37. Gavin.
Xiaobin is going to get a bit of a cutting off. Has been told to not influence the line judge. It's been passionate contest between these two. He stood his ground in front. Ginting. Stylish defense. Well, how on earth did Xiaobin hit the point? Well, it looked certain to be an Anthony Ginting point here. There's nothing that Anthony Ginting can do. We just hit the hour mark. I can understand why both players desperately needing the towel down. on the verge of sealing this match. Oh well, Anthony Ginting has gone down. Hope he's alright. That's great to see. His momentum pushing him further back in the nation. Has responded positively to the second game defeat, Xiaobin. Has come into this third game, all guns blazing, all cylinders firing. Is unable to react. Ginting. Just wondering whether that has anything to do with the previous rally fall in which he went to ground. Great rally for both players. And it's the cross-court smash of Anthony Ginting that has yielded success.
17.
This is the longest rally of the match. 40 shots in total.
Thank you.
If Anthony Ginting fails to perform a miraculous comeback and win it for Indonesia, as it looks set to be, we will be having the next second men's doubles on next. Han Cheng Kai and Zhao Haodong will be up against the former world and Olympic champion Hendra Setiawan and Ryan Agung Saputro. It's 18-9.
Service over. 18. 9.
It's being ruthless in the attack. Was waiting in the right side, but still unable to cope with that power.
18.
It's wide. 2 points in a row.
18.
Anthony Ginting. And Xiaobin has to be careful that he doesn't blow away this lead. Thank you. It's not just the players that are tired on court. It's from the Taji, even from the coaching bench. Thank you. Tried to play a soft shot, and he could have blasted it in the body of Xiaobin.
19-11.
Given Xiaobin the 19 point. Xiaobin has been a more consistent player, the 2 on court. Sensing victory is just not too far away. A cross-court smash to the forehand side.
It's over.
Sends Xiaobin sprawling on all four. Thank you. The Tajik kicking in for both players. It's visible in the way they towel down. A lot of inspiration dropping on the court. Thank you. This match has been just about a minute shy of 70-minute mark.
Foul. 19.
7 points adrift. Well, it's been twice now in this game that Xiaobin has tricked Anthony Ginting with that
Match point.
forehand movement. And now sets up match points. Xiaobin, 8 of them in total. One match point save.
30. 20.
Got cross court again. It's 14-20. 2 match points saved, and the court attendant is going to be called to court again. See that he finds a lot more success in the cross court side than he does on the straight smash. Anthony Ginting.
Jamin. Itu dia saja.
Xiaomin's coaching was cut short by the umpire.
14-20.
That's it. Xiaomin gets it. Wow, he comes tumbling over to the court. Not quite sure I've ever seen such a celebration. Well, it just tells you that the delight. Oh, he's given a yellow card. Xiaomin by the umpire for misconduct.
Match won by China.
Well, it's certainly going to be a killjoy for Xiaomin. I'm not sure if he minds. But adrenaline got the better of the Chinese as soon as he won that last point. It's taken some time in coming. What a shot. Not quite sure he anticipated just how high he was going to flick the racket. Well, this has been entertaining in every sense of that word. Confirmation of that score. The victory from Xiaomin in China, 21-12, 11-21, 21-14 in a match lasting 72 minutes. So we look at the match highlights. Say it was entertaining would be an understatement. It's a match full of drama. The first two games,
Service over.
very one-sided. The first one, of course, Xiaomin in total cruise control, and the second, Anthony Ginting able to find his range. Play a lot of these cross-court smash winners that Xiaomin found hard to deal with. But in the third game, I suspect that the Taji had crept into the game of Anthony Ginting. Was unable to sustain the intensity. In fact, it was he was able to pound down winners. That has been the men's singles. Up next is the men's doubles. Han Shenkai and Zhao Haodong against Ryan Arnold Saputro and Hendra Setiawan. We'll be right back after this. remain unbeaten, only dropping one game in quarterfinal tie against India. We're looking at the 20-year-old Han Cheng-kai, current world ranking of 51. And his partner, Sao Hao Tong, 19 years of age and 179 centimeters, also ranked 51 in the world as a pair. The next doubles is where the Indonesian pair are from. Again, do not let the rankings deceive you. The 27-year-old Ryan Ramo Saputro, ranked 273 in the world. And his partner, Hendra Setiawan, 33 years of age, also ranked 273 in the world. When they've been making a transition, Hendra Setiawan has been partnering the former Malaysian number 1 and doubles player Tan Boon Young for some time in the international stage. This will be the first meeting between these two pairings, and in spite of the fact that the Indonesians are ranked close to the 300th place in the world rankings, they will be expected to close this out for Indonesia. Looking at the Iranian service judge, Reza Roshan Omid. Earlier we saw Upade Rushali of India. It's been quite impressive for these youngsters from China. They put on the international stage and to represent their teams in the absence of the other top pairings from China. They've done quite well. As I said, only dropped one single game. Some stretching for the coach as well prior to the start of this. They won the Olympic gold, the World Championships. Something has to be the favorite. They did lose out yesterday, the Indonesians. The semi-final tie against Korea, very narrowly. Merciless in the first shot, former Olympic champion. Well, that shuttle rebounded off the floor and hit the face of Agung Saputro. Well, delicate touches from Saputro. The big smash and finished off with a brush across the top. Han Cheng-kai quitting Setiawan at the net. Hendra Setiawan at one point of time, one of the finest front court players in the world, alongside the likes of Koo Kiat Kiat of Malaysia and also Kai Yun of China. It's long at the back. Saputra and missed out on a relatively simple shot. As I said before, not a bad shot is good for replays, but very often gets you in trouble in the match. That's wide. Setiawan and Ryan Agong Saputro, in my mind, just lacked the explosiveness of their teammates in the first doubles, Angga Pratama and Muhammad Hassan. They make what they lack in explosiveness and power, they certainly make up with the agility and delicate touches. Developing a 3-point lead early on. Setiawan. Well, blasted out at lightning pace. A smash from Achekai. 4-6. Return of serve. As deceptive as Muhammad Hassan. The first men's doubles for Indonesia. It's just the technique of waiting and rushing it. They're steadying the ground in defense. The Indonesians, Ryan Agong Saputro
and Setiawan. Clinical finishing. See the very quick wrist work. Moved it behind. Just exposing the formation of the Chinese pairing. Did well to follow up. Shanghai was moved around from the two sides to the front. Responded positively each time. Again intercepting it. 2 points in a row for the Chinese. Another error, 3 points in a row. Just trying to change the pace. So just 1 point the difference. 4 consecutive points from the Chinese. It's back level 9-all. There's been a lapse of concentration from the Indonesians. It's 10-9. It's 10-0. Finally, that run of 6 straight points comes to an end from the Chinese. Gonna leave it. It's long at the back. And Saputro and Setiawan will head into the mid-game interval with a slim 1-point margin.
Kalau lo mau nembak yang kecil yang urusin tembak backnya kenceng. Kalau nggak dia naruh dia ngatur ke playmaker dia. Jadi incernya yang gemuk ya, nembaknya jangan salah. Oh takut banget tembak salah sama tengah. Jangan di depannya jangan terlalu masuk nih. Agak mundur aja dia lewat taruh lagi. Kita apa aja jangan buru-buru ya. Nembaknya ingetin ya. Bola nanggung udah jangan dicok makannya sekalian. Ya, oke. Satu kedua kalau nggak di sininya dipanjangin terus ya. Apa ya awal bagus loh. Kayak main 2 lawan 3. Wah, panjangin gitu ya. Ayo, oke. Tapi di depannya berani naruh, jangan panjang.
It's 11-10. Setiawan and Saputro in the lead, but it's quickly equalized. It's a poor leave. Steeply brought down. Once again, the most deft and delicate of touches from Rayanagong Saputro. It's really a contest of ice versus fire. Chinese are fiery in the attack. Well, the Indonesians are very composed and coolly disposed the winners. That's wide as well. Trying to move the Indonesians to the corners. It's going to go long. It's 16-11. Point after point for the Indonesians. Since being tied at 11-0, it's 5 straight points for Saputro and Setiawan. Great interception, jumped even before the shuttle had been struck. Look at this one. Just beyond the reach of Sao Hao Tong. Seven straight points by the Indonesians. It took 4 times of asking Yeah, the interception by Setiawan led to further trouble. They have to guard their lead now, the Indonesians, Setiawan and Saputro. It's going to go long. 19-13. What a serve. Call it an ace if you want. Coolly served. The Chinese totally didn't see that coming. Game point. One saved. Don't put it past the Chinese to be able to score a good run of points. But it would not be happening, not in this game at least. The Indonesians close out the first game 21-14. .15 of play. Solid required that first game. It's very much in the control of the Indonesians. It's part of the brief moments where Chinese had a huge run of points. Still a very composed Setiawan and Saputro, which were calling the shots. So giving us a textbook example here, Setiawan and Saputro, that power is not all that is needed in the men's doubles. There's still a place for deft, delicate touches and skill. The return of the serves from Setiawan cannot be overstated. So its effect in this game. It's always left the Chinese guessing. Nembaknya ingetin loh, nembaknya karena yang gemuk. Kalau gemuk itu ditembak balik tapi ngangkat-ngangkat aja. Tapi kalau yang kurus ditembaknya ngatur, playmakernya dia. Ya, kalau dia di depan ingetin ya, jangan ngadu, panjangnya lewatin lagi. Oke, servisnya kis bagus, kis dorong panjang, yang juga. Oke ya, bagus. Kalau yang kecil nembak, itu jangan dikasih ya. Well, we're gone about close to 4 hours in this tie. The Indonesians have given us an example of skill badminton. They'll still need to finish this match in order to clinch the victory for Indonesia. They're off to an early point. How did Han Chung-kai miss that? It's 2-1, Setiawan on serve. Took it too low. Should have been closer to the net. Setiawan. That's a better look. Just sense that the former Olympic and world champion has been being pushed further and further back by the Chinese, but they've scored another point. We are bound to see the number of errors that we are seeing from both sides because the contest is really on the fast, flat shots. Both these pairings just stubbornly refusing to lift the shuttle. Yeah, and that's why an apology from Zhao Haodong. Ripping through the defense of Chen Kai. All began with that return of serve from Saputro. Setiawan on serve. Haodong the target. Well, that was an awkward shot. Played in an angle where must have been 1,000 thoughts running through the mind of Zhao Haodong as to how he was going to play it. Some daylight now between the two pairings. An easy put away. Saputro will eat all those up all day long. Six-4. Oh, delicate little touch. Just mistimed that shot in front. Saputro. We are being treated to some high quality exchanges in men's doubles. This has been the longest rally of the match thus far with 32 shots. Well, all the players missed it. And the Chinese draw level at 6-all. It's a good reading of the game from Zhao. Well, that one played down with precision. The Olympic champion. The winner's speed was 412 kilometers per hour. So weak return. Setiawan. Overcooks it. And we saw some flying attacks from Han Chung-kai. This one, then a delicate shot. That variation pace must have been the undoing for the Indonesians' defense. This has been the longest rally as well. 45 shots in total, the exchanges between these two. Left, it's called wide. Han Chung-kai challenges. Seems to have been a great call. The first reaction. Hawkeye gets to work again. It was called wide indeed. It is a justified call by the line judge. It's 8-7. It's getting harder and harder for the Indonesians to score points off the Chinese. They're getting defensively solid. Poor decision to lift that half court. Setiawan. I think the front court was open there. Going wide. It's 9-8. Took about 5 times of asking. But you can see the attacking shots of the Indonesians were pushing the Chinese players back. You see them retreating as the shuttle gets flatter. It's 10-8. And the Indonesians will go into the mid-game interval and the second game with a 3-point lead. There's a quick look at how that happened. Flat drives to the body of Han Chung-kai.
Ya, kalau nggak lo taruh juga boleh, kalau nggak dorong boleh nggak? Jadi kalau dorong panjangnya ke sana. Dia kalau di belakang ini jangan ngerem, itu di maju. Dia panjangnya deh. Kalau nggak ke silang sana ke tengah boleh. Dia jelasin. Kalau mau sininya bagus datar nggak apa-apa. Ya terus berikutnya nyemesnya lo lihat. Kamu minum. Nyemesnya pancing dulu tembak pertama ke tengah. Jadi jangkisnya jadi lebih enak. Kis itu jangan terlalu masuk mundur dikit. Ya, sabar aja jangan langsung mau masuk. Taruh enak dari. Oke ya, pegang lagi.
Chinese pairing have a lot of power in the arms of theirs, and they're able to jab the shuttle with a lot of pace and ferocity and move forward. But when they do come forward like that, the chances of making the mistake are much higher. Narrow on serve by Setiawan. Well, talk about quality on the return of serve. It doesn't get much better than that. It's one of those rare situations in the stands here, the Sultan Abdul Halim Stadium, that the spectators are singing a song and the players in the team bench are joining along in the chorus. It's a great atmosphere. That's landed in. A challenge from Han Chung Kai again. Well, that must have been pretty close. Well, it is out, and it's a great challenge by Han Chung Kai. The three-point lead that the Indonesians had at the mid-game interval has been reduced to just one. Well, they did get across the net. Oh dear me, it did get across the net. Just a lot of quick reactions there. The Chinese players. A mishit from Han Chung Kai. He gets it back with the help of the net. Now he's got them covered. Indonesian supporter. It's 13-all. It's gone to the blue carpet. On the side. Indonesians still hanging on to their slim lead. Setiawan. Saputro now. At the body of Zhao Haodong. That shot at the middle of the court where both these players went for. And it was the one that was the problem. It's been a stiff contest. Especially in the second game, the Indonesians had it much easier in the first. Well, there's very little doubt when Han Chung Kai got involved that that shuttle was going to land on that floor. Haodong serves, 14-15. It's no coincidence that he's able to score points on the return of serve, Setiawan. He's not lost that touch in spite of his age. It's got a help from the tape again, Han Chang-kai. Threw his weight forward. Saputro was waiting for it. Now then a 2-point lead. Well, what a 1-2 combination. Han Chang-kai moved back and immediately his partner, Hao Zedong, covered the front for him. Quick rotation. Splendid teamwork on display. But a 2-point lead is still there for the Indonesians. They have been maintaining it. It's 18-16. The Indonesians 3 points away from clinching the cup. The Asian Team Championships. They're just 2 points away. A crucial error at the worst possible time for the Chinese players. It's 19-16. Well, he's climbing over the bar now, the Indonesian fence. Well, he has got to be really careful. It is a high drop. Once again, Han Chang-kai gets involved. The deficit cut down to just 1. Some nervous moments here. They cut the atmosphere with a knife edge. There's 18-19, Han on serve. The recovery from the Chinese. It's half court. It's put away by Hendra Setiawan. And a former world and Olympic champion gives his team 2 match points, 2 championship points. They will have 2 opportunities to clinch the 2018 E+ Badminton Asia Team Championships and to defend the title that they won in Hyderabad 2 years ago. They're going to take a little bit of time before they serve. The fans are on their feet. The players are on their feet. One match point saved. So Hao Dong would serve. Well, this is not absolutely what you can dream about in a final. The intensity of the action as Zhao serves to Setiawan. And the return of the serve wins the point. Indonesia are the champions of the 2018 18 E+ Badminton Asia Team Championships, defending that title that they won 2 years ago in Hyderabad. The players rush to the court. It is a moment of jubilation. And what relief. They have indeed brought down the Great Wall of China. And of course, I should add, to be fair to the Chinese, the absence of the top Chinese players may have contributed to that, but take nothing away from the Indonesians. It is truly a well-deserved victory. As we saw confirmation of the score, it was in 38 minutes, the second men's doubles. 21-14, 21-19. Well, breathtaking moment to just witness the joy on the faces of the Indonesians. Susi Susanti is happy, falling over in joy, quite literally. Well, we're going to look at the highlights of that match, just to remind you of exactly how we got to this situation. It was a very strong effort from the former world and Olympic champion Hendra Setiawan and his partner Ryan Agung Saputro in that first game, giving very little opportunities to Han Cheng Kai and Zhao Haotong. The Chinese, of course, upped the intensity in the second game. Defensively, they were better and able to deal with the attacks of the Indonesians, but the return of serves from Hendra Setiawan, coupled with the splendid teamwork in which they attacked, varying the speed, varying the angles in shots like this, and sometimes going for the body when they needed to. Shots like this, and then finishing off with the soft touches. These were the shots that distinguished these two pairings. The quality before the rest of the Indonesian teams was sent running into the court. Well, this is an unforgettable moment. We will be taking a short break, and when we come back, the victory ceremony brought to you. Don't go away. Welcome back to the Stadium Sultan Abdul Halim Indoor Stadium in Alor Kedah, where we've witnessed the final of the 2018 E+ Badminton Asia Team Championships. A quick recap for you as to how that happened. Jonathan Christie of Indonesia clinching a 2-1 victory over Shi Yuki. That was followed by the men's doubles splendid performance from former world champion Muhammad Hassan and Angga Pratama, having a straight games victory over He Ji Ting and Tan Chiang. Anthony Sinisuka Ginting failed to produce the 3-0 win that Indonesia would have hoped for, losing out 2-1 to Chiao Bin before former world and Olympic champion Hendra Setiawan and his younger partner Ryan Agung Saputro closed out a straight games victory over Han Cheng Kai and Zhao Haodong. That's how it has turned out today, and 3-1 victory, as I mentioned earlier, means that Indonesia defend their title. We're looking at the Tengku Bendahara Kedah Yang Termulia Datuk Sri Diraja Tan Sri Hamid Tani is joined on the left hand side by the President of the Badminton Association of Malaysia.
Joint bronze medalist, please welcome Team Malaysia and Team Korea.
So we will only be seeing Team Malaysia, the semi-finalists, who lost out yesterday to China in a 3-1 defeat, in the absence of the Malaysian number 1 men's singles player Dato' Lee Chong Wei in action yesterday. And they can be proud of their performance. They have qualified for the 2018 Thomas Cup in Bangkok on merit, Malaysia. Something they didn't do 2 years ago in Hyderabad, India. Well, the prize giving ceremony will be conducted by President of the Badminton Association of Malaysia himself, Dato' Sri Muhammad Nurzak Zakaria, who also is the President of the Olympic Council of Malaysia. He is accompanied by Dr. Greg Kim Hong Ki, the Secretary General of Badminton Asia. We'll be giving out the bouquets to the player. Iskandar Zainuddin, who didn't quite get to see action yesterday in the semi-final tie. Leong Junhao, an uprising, up-and-coming Malaysian junior shuttler. Tan Jia Wei, another one of those junior shuttlers. This is the former world junior champion Teo Yi, who lost out to Han Cheng Kai and Spanner Zhao Haodong yesterday. Tan Wei Kiong, who together with Goh Wei Shem won Malaysia's only point in the men's doubles, first men's doubles, against He Ji Ting. Here's Goh Wei Shem against He Ji Ting, and also Tan Chiang. This was the man, the big revelation of this tournament, who was born and raised here in Canada, Lee Zijia, who until yesterday had a flawless run. Malaysia can be absolutely proud of the youngsters that they have produced. South Korea will not be featured in the prize giving ceremony. We understand that they've already left the country. So now let's turn our attention to the Chinese team, headed by their coaching staff and the players. They have not fielded their very best. China, their big names have stayed back in China. They have sent their junior shuttlers, and to be fair, their junior shuttlers have done them proud, making it all the way to the final here. Well, to give out these prizes to the finalist. The losing finalist, China, will be the representative from the State Exco of Kedah, Yang Berhormat Dato' Aminuddin Omar, who will be representing the Chief Minister of Kedah. He is accompanied on his back by Mr. Chin Kon Kong, Chairman of E+ Global, Sidrian Berhad, the title sponsors of the 2018 Badminton Asia Team Championships. Shi Yu Chi was the heartbreaker for Malaysia yesterday in the semi-finals, but shot today in this match against Jonathan Christie. These are some of the other junior players from China. This has been an experimental field outing that China will be sure to build on as they head towards Bangkok in May for the Thomas Cup finals. Han Cheng Kai and his partner Zhao Haodong have done well, flawless run, and being unbeaten coming into this final. The opponents today were the better pairing on the day. So we're now awaiting the champions to make their way onto the podium. The deserved champions who defended the title from 2 years ago. Well, he looks surprised. Did he watch all the action? Indonesian #1 fan, led by the players Jonathan Christie, so the other coaching staff. Isat Maulana didn't quite get to feature today. So we will be looking at to give out the medals. We'll be inviting the honor of having the Tunku Bendahara of Kedah, the brother to the current Sultan of Kedah, Yang Teramat Mulia Dato' Sri Diraja Tan Sri Tunku Abdul Hamid Tani, who is joined by also the BAM President again, Yang Hormat Dato' Sri Muhammad Norzak Zakaria, to give out the prizes to the winning team. You're looking at Jonathan Christie here, man that has steered Indonesia with the early points. He was the hero 2 years ago in Hyderabad, winning the winning point against Kento Nishimoto of Japan, and he gave them their first point today in the finals and also in the semi-finals. Indonesian coaching staff on the men's singles. Angga Pratama, who featured in the first men's doubles, together with Muhammad Hasan. He is the man responsible for the doubles quality of producing world champions for Indonesia. Well, he didn't quite get to feature today. There's Maulana Mustafa. Anthony Ginting was the only Indonesian to lose out in today's final clash with China. Oh, what a performance from this man, Ryan Agong Saputro, who secured a winning point with this man, who will go down in history books of Indonesia as a legend, Hendra Setiawan, to win the World Championships with two different partners, with both Marquis Kido and also with Muhammad Hasan. We'll now be waiting the national anthem of Indonesia. Well, prior to that, of course, you need to get the cup They lift the trophy. Indonesia, deserved champions, who've had not a perfect run throughout this tournament. They had the ups and downs, but in the end, that quality that they had, the depth in their squads, the combination between having the veterans team up with the juniors in the team events was the secret to their success. Here comes then the national anthem of Indonesia. Patriotism written in the face of all these Indonesian players and their coaching staff. Yeah, he is emotional. Their number one supporter, you can see what it means to him. Well, we'll leave you here with the victory of the Indonesian team in the men's team championship. On behalf of all the production crew, we hope that you've enjoyed our coverage. And I'm Samuel Nason. Bye for now. Till we meet again.